Hello, and welcome to our live coaching caller community conversation. It's Monday, so we'll be talking about intermittent fasting. Specifically, I'm going to share with you 7 reasons why I think you should join an intermittent fasting course, more specifically, my intermittent fasting course. So welcome. If you're new here, my name is Diane Parham. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman, as well as our graduates course, the Midlife Mindset Shift. And we come together here now on Mondays to talk about everything intermittent fasting. And we will be starting Thursdays next week, talking about everything mindset shifts for us as aging women in today's world. So welcome. As you're jumping on, if you're jumping on live, please make sure that you introduce yourself in the comment section. Let us know where you are on your own personal intermittent fasting journey. And maybe if you have any questions about why you should be joining my intermittent fasting course that starts next Saturday. If you're catching this on the replay, always feel free to leave a comment as well, because I do go back and answer any comments that come in after we post this from our live. I also like to make sure that I post the registration link in the comment section of both Facebook and YouTube so that you have it available to you if you are ready to go ahead and get registered in the class for us. So these are my 7 reasons why I think women specifically should jump into an intermittent fasting course. We talk a lot here in this community about a lot of the disinformation that's out there, a lot of the fear mongering that goes on, especially for us women, and intermittent fasting. And so I really do try to bring the truth here and give you a really, really favorable opportunity to reap all the benefits that are provided for us as intermittent fasting women in today's world. So here are my 7 reasons why I think you should join a course, more specifically the one that I have here that will be starting on Saturday. I really believe that when you're in an environment that's structured and you make a mental and financial commitment to do something good for yourself, you really give yourself the opportunity to go all in. And the first thing that I think that happens for women inside of our intermittent fasting course is they find their power in a state of hungry. Now, I want you to understand that there's a difference between hunger and hungry, right? Hungry is what we're purposely, consciously putting our body into a state of so that it has an opportunity to drain the tanks and turn internally, right? And we dine in. When you're in a state of hungry and you are doing it in a controlled and very conscious way, it is a very powerful way to live, specifically for us women, because we have been taught even today that hungry is a bad thing, that it's a negative stressor on your body. And what we are finding here is hungry is exactly where we're supposed to be. We're just supposed to be in that state hormonally in a very controlled and purposeful way. So the number one reason why I think you should jump into a fasting course is because you will find your power and oftentimes your purpose when you're living in a comfortable and conscious state of hungry. The number 2 reason is you give yourself permission to think differently. We become outliers in society. Society today is very conveniently overfed, and we are told that's the way we're supposed to be. You get grumpy, you should eat. You get tired, you should eat. You are stressed, you should eat. Like, there's all these reasons why we should eat, right? And we often find ourselves as the average in society. We don't want to live as the average. We want to be the outliers. And when you're in class and you're taught what your body is capable of doing when you do things in a very conscious and purposeful way, you start to think differently and you now become an outlier. A lot of the women here in this community who've graduated from class come back here telling their stories about their appointments at their annual physicals, right? And I tell my story all the time. Like, my doctor is often like, there's nothing that we need to do for you. Thyroid is normal, not on cholesterol medication, not on diabetic medication, not on high blood pressure medication. I'm the outlier in the 75-year-old menopausal woman category, and I plan to stay there. And that's just because I'm choosing to think differently about how I am taking care of my body as an aging woman in today's world. The third reason is you learn to trust your body. Magic starts to happen when we take food out of the equation and we let our body have an opportunity to use its resources to heal itself from the inside out. You will really start to trust your body when it heals itself. And you just simply move out of the way and let it do its magic for you. So the trust that we develop when we're inside of this intermittent fasting course and we actually get to live it out in real time is amazing. And having that trust with your body, knowing that you don't have to make the decisions, you don't have to interfere, it will do the work for you, is life-changing for women. So the number 3 reason why you should take the intermittent fasting course is to learn to trust your body, and you will do it in real time. Magical things will happen for you when you go all in with us in class. Number 4, you discover food freedom. When you remove the problem out of the equation, you will finally be free from all the food rules that have been established. Most of them don't apply to us. When you're in a fasted state and you let your body rest and recover, and then you enter into that feasting state, you will understand very clearly the foods that work for you and the foods that don't work for you. You won't need anyone else to tell you their food rules. You'll be able to figure those out for yourself. And then you don't have to live a restricted diet mentality anymore. You get to live very fluidly and very free around food that you've decided works best for you. We have to make sure we stay within our social lifestyle, our family lifestyle, our customs and courtesies around holidays and what we do to celebrate around food. And no one else should tell you what that should be except for you and the relationship you have with your body. And we find that through food freedom. We end the what if isms. So when you're inside a course and you're being taught as your body is going through these changes every single day, the things that are happening to you and you see and feel them in real time, you can end the what if isms. Well, what if I XYZ? Well, what if because I heard so-and-so say it on the internet? You won't have to rely on those anymore because you will be able to answer all the questions yourself. You will be the one who's going to be in control of the show because you will learn how your body operates, and the what if isms won't apply to you. You will be making very informed decisions for yourself so that you can live your most authentic life. And then we don't have these as our excuses anymore or the reasons why we're going to doubt what we see as working for other people, because the other people, the graduates that come back here in our community specifically, don't live by what if isms because they're answering those questions for themselves. So you get to end of research because you haven't satisfied the what if isms yet. You'll get to do that while you're in class. Number 6, create the proof you need in real time. I've said this several times during my discussion today, and it is absolutely true. Changes will happen for you while you're in class. Most of the changes happen in the first 7 days because the first 7 days, all we do is concentrate on establishing our protocols. How long am I going to fast today? And how well am I going to feast today? Based on what my body is telling me works for me and doesn't work for me. In the first 7 days, you will be amazed at how your body is going to react and respond to these very subtle changes you're making. I don't even ask you to change anything that you're doing in your food choices. I ask you to listen to your body. And if something doesn't feel right or something makes your body look a certain way that you're not comfortable with, you have to question why you're making that decision. But you do that on your own timeline and with your own rules. So you really get to create that proof in real time. And again, that's going to back up all these what if isms, right? Because you'll be able to erase this doubt because you will see it for yourself. And then the 7th reason I believe every woman specifically should be taking my intermittent fasting course is because you will change the course of your future as a woman in today's world. The future for aging women is not very bright unless you start making changes today. We don't want to be Alzheimer's patients. We don't want to be managing diabetes. We don't want to be on thyroid medication for the rest of our life if we don't have to. There have been many, many women in our community who were told by their doctors they would be on thyroid medication for the rest of their life, and they are no longer filling that prescription. You won't have to miss memory making moments or step out of family pictures because you aren't comfortable and confident in your own skin. You are going to create a lifestyle for yourself where every single day you have the opportunity to wake up looking and feeling your best and doing it in your most authentic way, because you are going to create this lifestyle for yourself, and more importantly, for your future self. We have a lot in our future to look forward to. We want to make sure that we are showing up with everything that we need to live that out to its fullest. So, 7 reasons why I think you should take a fasting course, more specifically, the one that I have created, because the course that I have created is exactly what I did for myself when I found myself in a predicament I wasn't planning. And that was when I was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic 7 years ago, as a health and fitness coach, doing all the healthy eating, doing all the exercising, and it was just the result of my hormones changing and me not being ahead of them. So you can also reverse what's ailing you as an aging woman, and also create a future for yourself that is bright and that you can be a participant in all aspects of how it is we want to show up for ourselves in our future. I am super excited about our August 5th group that is already forming. I want you in class, if you've been sitting on the fence, get off the fence. Just jump in with us. It is 21 days of very short but informative lessons for you to just change the way you're thinking about how you show up for yourself and how you show up for food. And you give yourself the permission to just be different than everyone else. And that's exactly the community that we're creating here. So registration does close on August the 4th. I would love to have you in class with us on August 5th when we start our welcome. And then our first fasting day together is on Sunday. Super easy to get through, not a huge commitment. All I do is ask you to watch the video and then participate in what it is that I explained to you and see how it works for you. You get to make all the rules from there. Okay, so let me see who is here today. Small audience here on YouTube and Facebook this summer. I don't know what is going on with the algorithm, but do me a favor, if you wouldn't mind, please make sure you're hitting that like button. Please make sure that you're always commenting when you come around. That really does help these videos get boosted out to the community of women who really need to hear them and can benefit from what we offer here as a community of very supported and like-minded women. So hit that like button. Make sure you're sharing this with your girlfriends, and then always make sure you come back and leave a comment as well, so that more people can find us here on YouTube and Facebook. Tammy, I'm so excited. 3 weeks into 24 clean. I mark a bright pink check mark on the kitchen calendar for each successful day, and I look forward to that check mark. It motivates me. Can't wait for the August class. Girlfriend, you are going to be a big step ahead. Now, let me explain this also. You can come into class and never have fasted a day in your life, and you will be extremely successful. You can also come into class with the experience like Tammy has and be super successful. You could be someone who's been fasting for years and come into class and still be super successful, because what the class has been built around and built for is for you to just think, right? And for you to just give yourself the permission and really the acknowledgement that you know how to take care of yourself. And I think for so many of us women, we have been led to believe that we don't have what it takes. Like we don't have the experience or the knowledge or the wherewithal to make our own decisions. And I'm telling you, you do. Once we remove all the nonsense and we remove all the distractions, you just listen to your body. And when you're doing things that your body agrees with, you will tune into that. And when you're doing things that your body doesn't agree with, you will also tune into that. And the fasting aspect of what we teach in class is exactly what makes that opportunity happen. So Tammy, I cannot wait for you to be a graduate, my friend. Sharon, good morning from sunny Colorado. I am peaceful about my 24 lifestyle. Thank you so much, Sharon. Yeah, and she's a graduate also. 24 is a very peaceful way to live. I think in the wellness industry and the nutrition and fitness industry specifically, I think we have let the pendulum slip way too far to the other side. I think we've overcorrected, right? And now all these warnings about stress and all these warnings about skipping a couple meals and all these warnings about a fasted state and all these warnings about exercise. Your body will tell you when you're doing things that it appreciates and that it likes, and really tune into your body and try to cut out a lot of this warning stuff. Just be sensible about the decisions you're making and make very conscious choices. I think I had someone I think it was overnight, asked me a question about they heard intermittent fasting can cause bone density issues. Y'all, I just improved my bone density over the course of the last 2 years. I thought I was headed toward osteoporosis, and I'm almost out of osteopenia. And I'm fasting, right? So remember, a lot of the things that we do are the result of poor nutritional choices, and that's it. So fasting can help you heal your body from the inside out, from giving it the opportunity to have that rest and reset. And then when you open up your feasting window, make informed nutritional choices. And then you can end these what if isms, and you can live your best life and enjoy all these 7 things that I described for you today. So be careful of how that pendulum is shifting for you, even in your own mindset. Has it gone too far the other way? And what we need to do is just come back to center and make really informed, sensible choices, and then rinse and repeat what's working for you. Sherry, there's no reason not to take the intermittent fasting course for today's aging woman. It will change your life for the better. Thank you for saying that, my friend. And she is a proud graduate who has done amazing things for herself, her body, and her future. So Sherry, I always appreciate when you come on and share a comment with us. Hey, Nell. This week will be 1 year of 24 for me. So excited with this lifestyle. Don't wait. Join the course today. Thank you so much, Nell. And Nell is another one of those graduates who's doing amazing things for herself and is in our midlife mindset shift course as well. So come into class, erase the doubt, get rid of the the what if isms, get rid of that like questioning and being so overcautious that you're going to miss an opportunity to do something absolutely fantastic for yourself. Liz from sunny Maryland. Everybody's in a sunny place today. I love it. I agree that watching your videos regularly has been the main reason I have been able to maintain a 20+ hour fast. Both YouTube and Instagram have your old videos. Yeah, I make sure that there's plenty of information for those of you who need a reboost or a refresher or just a little bit of knowing that someone's on your side. So we will always make sure that we provide that here for you. And there are 7 years of videos, so you can always go back and watch an old one for sure. So Liz, we love having you here with us for sure. Nancy from Maine. My doctor said I will be insulin resistant because I take blood pressure pills and statin medication I'm 70 a few months. So would this help me? It will 100% help you because you will get ahead of the insulin resistance, Nancy, before it becomes a problem. And it's all just a series of giving your body an opportunity to reset itself. So you will 100% benefit from class. And you might even find more than what you bargained for in the aspect of what if you could get off your blood pressure medication? What if you could get off your statin medication? Like what if you gave your body the opportunity, instead of getting sicker, getting healthier, right? And it's all just a process of what I teach in class, and you understanding why your body is in that position. And then when you understand why we get where we are, then we just take the steps to reverse it. So I would love to have you in class, Nancy. I think you would be one of our model graduates for sure. Bridget, good morning from Washington State. I'm brand new to this, signed up for the August course and inspired by this. Can't wait. Bridget, I cannot wait for you to be in class with us as well. It's mind changing. That's the whole purpose of the classes. I want you to come into class and I just want you to go, wow, that's interesting. I never considered that before, or I've never even thought of XYZ in this way, right? And then when you can reframe your thinking, you will be free of battling a lot of the things that we really don't want to have to battle as we age, just because you change the way you think. And when you change the way you think, you show up with a different posture, a different attitude, and then that creates an opportunity for you to make different choices. And that's all this is about, is just making some different choices. So Bridget, make sure you let me know that you are one of my YouTube people when you jump into class with us and you introduce yourself. So I'll make sure I'll look for you in the community group. Tammy, best show yet. So practical, explained so well. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. It's the way we want to hear. Very easy to understand so that you can implement it and you don't have to go, think you have to get a degree in nutrition, or you don't have to follow all the quote unquote doctors. It's simple. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. How long do I need to fast today? How well do I need to feast today? When you find what works for you, rinse and repeat those 2 things. That's it. Diana from, I think it's British Columbia. I was IFing alone and decided to take your course. It was so worth it. The great thing is after we still get your coaching twice a week. I'm so happy with this lifestyle. Thank you, Diane. Girlfriend, you are so welcome. And that is the whole point right there, right? Doing it alone can be scary because we don't understand the changes that are taking place. But when you do it with a group of people and you do it in a very structured way, the way that course is designed is so that on day one, you implement a thing. And on day two, I explain what's happening. And on day three, I explain what's happening. And on day four, I explain what's happening. So again, it's a real time transition of your body. And it's explained to you every single day that that transition is taking place. So I'm so glad that you experienced it in that way, because that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Lucia just joined, watching from Kenya. Lucia, I cannot wait to have you. That's the other beautiful thing that I love about classes. We are healing women all over the world. So we are an international community of women. And Lucia, I cannot wait to have you in class. Welcome. Course lessons are released every day at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. So everyone has an ample opportunity to get the courses at a time that's beneficial to them. So just log in every day, make sure that you're using the comment section in class, and then I'll check in with you guys. And then I can't wait for you to come back and let us know that you're a graduate. Super fun. Super fun. Okay, let's see. Suda, so good to have you here, girlfriend. I don't know if I've seen you on YouTube for a while. So good to have you with us, and I'll see you at 1 o'clock when we do our midlife mindset shift as well. Thank you so much. How can I join class? There's a link in the comments section. I'll go ahead and post it again. Oops, that's not it. I'll post it again for you guys so that, let me delete that. Let me go to get it for you so it'll be fresh in your feed. You can go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com, or I will put it here for you guys as well so it's fresh. So it's coming in hot on YouTube and Facebook for you. Just click that link. You'll go to a little page that gives you some information about the class. Anywhere on that page, if you hit join now, you can go there and you'll go to the page where you can get yourself registered. Within probably 5 or 10 minutes, you'll get both of the PDFs, the PDF for the intermittent fasting part of it. And I also give you an intermittent feasting part. So we hit both windows with some course PDFs that you can follow. And you'll get those today. So I would love to have you. You will thank yourself for taking the class. Take the step. You will be glad you did, Sharman. Yes, thank you for saying that, my friend. The most terrible place to put ourselves in is in the middle, right? Either say, no, this is not for me, or yes, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. But that miserable middle of indecision is just not a happy place to live. So if you're thinking about it and you're feeling it in kind of like the soul of who you are as a woman, and you know you're missing something and you just don't quite know what it is, I guarantee you that feeling will go away after just a couple of lessons in class, and you will know that you made the right decision for yourself, and you will know that you were in the right place. So we would love to have you. I'm trying to lose my weight from the past 2 weeks. Well, we don't do any flash weight loss kind of things in class. I really do teach you how to create a lifestyle that will last and stand the test of time. So will you lose weight in class if you picked up some weight the last couple of weeks? Yes, just because your body will let go of anything that you've been holding on to that it's not happy with. But I really do try to teach a lifestyle approach to just living a healthy life. Nancy, I'm joining right now. Yes, my friend, that's the kind of attitude I love to have. Just get off that fence, go register, and then come back in as soon as you get done registering, and we will welcome you to class. Tanya, my daughters are grown adults. They say my IF is a trigger for them because of their issues. How do I respond to that? I would just, the thing with that is if they have food issues, I would go back and maybe kind of retrace where that started from. I know for some young women, it happens in like the athletic arena with body image and weight and food and all those kind of things. And then maybe just sit down with them and just have a heart-to-heart talk with them, and just saying that you're trying to do some things to better yourself and that they don't have to participate in that in any way, and maybe just agree to disagree right now with some things, and then just keep it your thing. Be selfish about it. There's a lot of people, there are a lot of people in my life that don't know how I feed myself. And there's a lot of people in my life that don't know when I feed myself, just because it's not their business, right? And so just make it your business and just keep it to yourself. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to publicize it. But for you, it might be the thing that's going to change some things for you and allow you to be there longer and healthier for your daughters. And then modeling that for them, you never know what that's going to do for them. Just do it in a very healthy way, mentally, emotionally, and physically for you. Model it quietly, and then see if they can pick up some of those things by just watching you become happier and healthier with your own life. There's a lot of women who have taken the course who have had food kind of, I don't want to say issues because that seems like such a negative word, but just didn't have a healthy relationship with food, and found that after they graduated from class, their relationship with food really did change. And it's all of this food freedom right here, right? You get to make your own rules. And fasting, when you're doing it in a very conscious and appropriate way, can really help with a lot of those food triggers that a lot of us have grown up with just because of the way food and body image has been presented to us. So I would say if you really want to do it, I would do it for you. Do it in a private, quiet way, and then model what a healthy, happy relationship with your body and food is, and see if that helps them. Remember to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Liz. Yes, hit those thumbs up. Please hit those follow buttons, all the things, because the algorithms on social media this summer have been very, very touchy for some reason. And we want to make sure that this information does get out to the people who need to hear it. Leona, good to see you, my friend. I'm not eating anything which has high calories, such as drinks and fast food, eating only vegetables and walking 5 kilometers a day. I can't help you with that. You got to jump into class, my friend. Jump into class and see if maybe some things in your life that you haven't thought about have changed, and see if you can maybe make some subtle changes in class, and that will kick things in for you. But I can't help you in this environment here. You have to jump into class. Leona, January 23 grad here. Jump into class. It changed my life, and it will change your life too. Yes, it's a life-changing class. And it is so much more than just intermittent fasting. And I know that term has become super trendy. And I know it's been exploited in a lot of ways, but 7 years and counting, we have not changed anything here. It's the same exact protocol. It's the same exact message. It's the same exact information. And so many of us here have been doing this consistently for 7 years. It is the best way for a lot of us to live our life. And it, again, reemphasizes these 7 things here, and then you get to ebb and flow your way through it. We just had the most amazing 3-day celebration weekend for my daughter, who was turning 17. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we celebrated her, and it was mostly around food. My daughter's an inspiring chef. She wanted to go to some amazing restaurants, and food is just part of, how we celebrate that here in our family. And everything's fine. Today, it's Monday, right? Today, just went out and walked with my friend for a few miles this morning. I'm fasting all day today. Nothing about this weekend is problematic for me emotionally or mentally. We enjoyed the heck out of our time together, and we just move on into our regular lifestyle. So that's the food freedom that you can have as well. Okay, so like I said, I put the link on Facebook and YouTube. So just scroll down the comment section. You'll find it there. If you're catching this on the rebroadcast, it's always in the description box. Karen, August 22 grad. Thank you, Diane. It's changed my life. Another life-changing graduate, August 2022. So an entire year, Karen has lived her lifestyle. We don't diet. We don't do things for a quick fix. We don't do things to undo decisions that we made. We just go with the flow, right? We rinse and repeat. We just pick a day that we're ready to start fasting again. If we fell away, no drama surrounding it. You just fast long, feast well, train smart. That's all we do here. Rinse and repeat. Nancy, you'll love what Diane teaches. Oh, thank you so much, Nancy. That's for you, Bridget. You already have supporters and friends and family here, right? So no reason to not do this for yourself. You're going to have tons of women here that are going to like hug you and support you and help you stay accountable, and then cheer you on when you have all your wins as well. Tanya, you need to take care of yourself. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then wanna be natural, hands pink waving. I think that was like probably an emoji that got put into a text. I don't know, but it's so good to see you, my friend. Okay, so little recap. 7 reasons why you should take a fasting course. It has nothing to do with a meal plan. It has nothing to do with counting your calories. It has nothing to do with determining whether food is good or bad. You get to decide what food works for you. You will find food freedom. I think that is the biggest takeaway that so many women have. And then the other part of it is life changing. It will change the way you take care of yourself today and for your future. It will change the way you show up in social environments. It will change the way you show up in your life. It will change everything about who you are as a woman in all the good ways. And again, it's not restrictive. There's no harsh rules. You get to figure out what you want to do. You just decide every day, how long am I going to fast today? And how well am I going to feast today? And you do that so that you can show up as your most authentic self, looking and feeling your best. Okay, that's my pitch for today. Make sure if you've been on the fence that you come into class with us. Can't seem to log in. Are you doing the link in the thing? Log into your course. If you've registered, girlfriend, I'll email you. If you registered as your name, I'll email you and make sure everything is copacetic on your end once you get your registration in. If you can't log into class, it's because it's not available to you until Saturday. You guys will start together on Saturday and you take the course together with your August group. Starting in the September class, it's going to be you sign up and you go on your own, so you don't have to wait anymore. But I'll check you out as soon as we get off of here for sure. All right, Leona, you are super welcome, my friend. I love you guys. Have a great Monday. If you had a weekend that you felt wasn't so great about the choices you made, don't fret about it. Start fasting today. Just get yourself back on the track with us. And then I'll check in with you guys on Thursday where we'll talk about something that has to do with our mindset as aging women in today's world. Love you guys. See you later.